Today I have an exciting video full of sea creatures. I have another pattern release today and I'm really excited to share it with you. This is my newest design. This is Rusty, the Market Red Panda. We have a giveaway winner. How could I forget? I'm really enjoying these giveaways. They're fun. You guys are giving me such great feedback and ideas and comments, and I really appreciate all of the comments you guys have left. It's so hard to pick a winner. Well, hello my crafty friends, and welcome to another Friday video. I am so glad you're here. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I have an exciting video full of sea creatures. I'm really excited to share all of these patterns with you. I do have a new pattern release. I also have a couple honorable mentions that I've made over the years and I don't want to get rid of, but like, they're such great patterns, they need to be included in this roundup video. And then, you know, I have a lot of new stuff. I have some free stuff. I love all of the things I've made. They all turned out amazing. And honestly, I whipped up 17 patterns in like 3 days. I don't know how I did it, but I have been working really hard on all of these patterns to share with you guys. So I hope you enjoy. I'm excited. But for those of you that are new, my name is April, and I'm the designer and creator behind the Cozy Buckeye. The Cozy Buckeye is a small business I started back in, I don't know, it's been like 14 years ago, and I've been on Etsy now for 12 years. I used to crochet character hats with my mom, and we sold at markets for ever. And I love crochet. I love all kinds of crochet. So if any of that interests you, please consider subscribing to this channel where you will find roundup videos, market videos, just anything crochet related. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. I will get started here, but just so you know, all the patterns that I share are always linked in the description. I also always link them in the pinned comment. So if you don't mind helping a girl out, and if you're interested in any of these patterns, make sure you click on these links for me because it supports my channel. And I can, you know, use the support, absolutely. My husband's home from work right now, and we still haven't got workers' comp to go through. So, you know, no pressure, but like if you guys want to buy these patterns, click on those links for me. All right, well, with all of that said, first things first, I have another pattern release today and I'm really excited to share it with you. I have been on a pattern designing kick lately. I think I've designed one per week every week this year. So I want to keep that momentum going. Although I don't know how much longer I can keep it going. You guys, I have been working 7 days a week between the pattern designing, the video prep, all of it. You know, it's a lot. Although I will say I really love it, so that's good. Thank God for that. You know, a girl's got to do what a girl's got to do. I'm trying to step it up here. My husband's surgery is finally scheduled, so that's good. He's going to get surgery for his knee replacement on March 16th. So we are waiting for that date, and until then he is home. So anyway, I have a new pattern. Got a little sidetracked there, but I have a new pattern for you. This is my newest design. This is Rusty, the Market Red Panda. Rusty has the cutest little face. I mean, I love how Rusty turned out. So cute. This pattern is, as usual, no sew, and I used Elise Voluto to make him. And then this is Loops and Threads fur yarn, I think is what it's called. This pattern, you start at the nose. Actually, sorry, you start by making the tail ahead of time, and then you start at the nose. And there are color changes, but in the pattern, it's very well like broken down, so you can easily change colors. There's 3 colors to this pattern. There is a little bit of surface crochet, so you crochet the brown part of the ear in the pattern, and then you go back and surface crochet the fur yarn on. Or if you don't have fur yarn, you can just use a white or cream or whatever you choose. And then there's a little bit of embroidery here for the eyebrow. So it's simple, it's quick, it's a great market make. I'm going to sell this one for $20 at markets. I wanted to make this in like a cherry red color also, but I will share a picture here. One of my testers, Stitchin' for Smiles, created a few really awesome color options, which you'll see in the pattern. I'm going to share them in the pattern. But she did the cherry red option, and then she also did a Valentine's option, which is so cute, you guys. She used pinks, and then she put the eyebrows are little hearts and the nose is a heart. It is so cute. So I will also share a picture of that. Thank you so much to all of my testers. You guys have all done an amazing job as usual. My patterns would not be what they are without you. I appreciate all the hard work everybody puts into helping me get these patterns published. I mean, I really enjoy the testing process. It's a lot of fun, and you know, as quickly as I'm putting these out, I definitely need them tested because they do find my little mistakes as far as, you know, stitch counts and, you know, grammar, whatever, typos. I mean, they are so awesome at helping me fix all of that stuff. I really appreciate that a lot. So anyway, I am going to have, as always, I always put my patterns on sale when they come out Friday through Sunday. This will be 25% off. I'm going to sell this one for $5, so you'll get it 25% off of $5. And I hope you guys go out there and support me and pick this copy up and make some of these. These are going to be great makes. I found that I liked, with Elise Voluto, putting the 18mm eye on here just so that it fit inside of the colors where I wanted it to. Now, if you're using a bigger, chunkier yarn, 20s might work, but for me personally, I like the 18s. So, you know, just keep that in mind. I just love this pattern. I think it turned out so cute. I'm not sure what I'm doing next, you guys. I have a couple ideas, but there's just always so much. I think I had some ideas. Some people have been asking for a lion, a unicorn, a horse, a lamb, a platypus. I mean, there's so many ideas, but those are the ones I've recently received to make. I also have, back in 2024, when I first started YouTube, is when I started making all of these animals and didn't publish them for like a year later. But I had somebody ask me to put the bee out that I started a while ago. And I have a bee, and I've never published it. I've never even thought about it, but I was thinking maybe about making it a free pattern because there's so many bee patterns out there. I don't know. Would you guys want me to do a bee pattern? And also, I think I'm going to do a tutorial for it so you guys can, you know, watch the tutorial or, you know, get the pattern on Instagram. And I've got some big things coming up, like my husband's surgery, and also I'm going on a crochet retreat, you guys, with my besties. I'm so excited. So I think maybe here in the next couple weeks, you guys might see a couple tutorials out on Friday. And I apologize because I know how much you guys like the roundups, but I think I might be doing a few of those ahead of time just to have something come out on Fridays because, you know, I always want to have something on Fridays. So that won't be like a usual thing, just because I have this stuff going on. When my husband has surgery, I'm going to need to really take care of him, and I'll probably stay with him and be his nurse, I'm sure. So I don't know how much time I'm going to get to crochet. So I'd like to try to pre-record a couple things for that, and then also the crochet retreat. I will obviously record stuff at the retreat and I'll get that out to you. I'm not really sure when, but I do plan on recording a little more this time than we did the last time. The last time we did not. So, I mean, we barely recorded anything. So for one, it was like really dark and rainy a lot of the time we were there. But anyway, that's what we're going to have going on. Let me know what pattern you guys would like me to put out next. I know we're working on the elephant. We are still working on the elephant. The elephant is with Stacy being pre-tested. I know she's working hard to make sure that it's going to be ready to be tested soon. So you guys just be patient. I'm not really in a super big hurry to get this out. I want to make sure it's done right because it's a new body style, and I just want to make sure that I give you guys great quality, and I want this to be a new line. So I'm going to just, the very first one is going to take a little bit of time. Then once we get the first one going, it'll be easier to just start cranking these out too. But I want to start a different body style. I will still keep doing the loaves because they're fun. The market makes are fun, but I would like to try to create some new designs for you guys. I'm really excited. I am enjoying the designing process so much. I love it. So I hope you guys are enjoying my designs as well. And thank you so much for all the support, all the patterns you guys have been purchasing. And I feel so incredibly blessed. And it's because of you guys. I mean, I work really hard, but I love sharing all of these patterns. I love to crochet for one. I mean, who doesn't? But I just love sharing all of this stuff with you and working with all these designers and collaborating with them. Like, I really do love what I do, and I feel so blessed. So thank you guys so much for the support. I really do mean it. So this is my first pattern, number 1, Rusty the Market Red Panda. I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you do, leave me some feedback on Etsy. I would love to get some feedback, as well as my other patterns. You guys share the photos on Instagram, tag me. I love seeing all that stuff coming in my feed. So thank you guys. All right, so number 1, Rusty the Market Red Panda. Don't forget, he's 25% off. Okay, all right, we're gonna put him up here for now. All right, so now we're gonna get into the sea creatures. I have 19 sea creatures. I will say I have 3 honorable mentions, and then the rest are all new. So I'm going to start, this week I'm going to start with the free patterns. I know how much you guys like the free patterns. I do too. And this first one is a good one, you guys. I found this one. This is Hobie's website. I've talked about Hobie a little bit with Jan Schenkel's patterns, but I found this one on there, and you can actually download it. This is Connor the Manta Ray by Peach Penguin Crochet, which is free on Hobie's website. Look at it. I made this with Elise Voluto. You start this pattern by making this blue part, and you start in a chain, and then you're just going to work back and forth and decrease, and then you make the white part. Actually, I think you go back and forth and you come back and surface crochet this part, and then you do the same on the white part, and then you crochet them together, and you lightly stuff it because you want it to be flat, so it's so squishy and soft and fun. And I just love the little face you get with this pattern, and the little embroidery detail on the bottom is so cute. And then you can kind of bend up what are these? The fins? Yeah. And then it's got this cute tail. I think I added a couple stitches to the tail because I felt like it was short. So, I mean, I don't think it's necessary. I think I just added a few, but I love this pattern. Like I said, used Elise Voluto, this dark blue and the white, and then I did the embroidery in worsted weight yarn, 18mm eyes. Great pattern. Love that it's free. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I will link it in the description. for Hobie's website. So this is number 2 by Peach Penguin Crochet, found on Hobie's website. So cute. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3 I have to share for my friend Stacy at Stacy Makes here on YouTube. If you guys aren't watching her, go check her out, which I'm sure you are. Most people are that are watching me. But if not, go check her out on YouTube. But she has so many great patterns on Etsy, and she has a few freebies, and this is one of them. This is her junior jellyfish. And on Instagram, she's appletree_Stacy Makes. This particular pattern is so quick and easy. I actually use scraps to make this, so this is a good scrap buster. And I thought it turned out really cute with these crazy eyes. I have a hard time finding what to use these with. So I think it turned out pretty well. You start here at the top and you work your way down, and you do these chain stitches. I mean, it's so easy. It's made all in one piece. It's so cute. And this is with Elise Voluto. I love how I matched the eye color with the tentacles. But I do have something to share with you guys. While I was making this one, I had an eye break, which I've never had this happen. Have you guys had this happen? I cranked down on it with my Crojo Mojo, you guys. I can't express how much I love this thing, but if you don't have this, you need to try it. It's amazing. But you stick the back of your eye in here, and then you crank down on it like this. Of course, you know, my eye broke, but when I cranked down on it, I heard a, and I was like, oh, and I loosened it, and it just like came apart, and I was like, whoa, what is happening? That's never happened. Has that happened to you guys? Anyway, I've used eyes so much. That's never happened. So I thought you guys might find that interesting, but it literally just like snapped. So casualty here. Luckily, I had several pairs of these made because, you know, I don't know what to use them for. But I think it looks cute on here. I mean, I feel like you could almost use this and subtract the tentacles and make ghosts. I mean, especially with these eyes. So cute. All right, so this is the freebie by Stacy Makes, or appletree_Stacy Makes on Instagram. I love free. Free's amazing. This particular pattern I would sell for $12. And forgot to tell you guys, this one I would probably sell for $15. It's a pretty good size. So, and honestly, if you made this with Elise Voluto, you might even be able to get, no. If you made this with Burnett, you might be able to get a little bit more, or even like a chunkier yarn, it would be much bigger. So. But like my dog's whining out there. All right, and this one's 12. So, all right, so I have one more freebie for you guys. And this one I had saved a while ago, and I hadn't made it yet. So I thought, well, why not? So you guys may have seen this one on Instagram. This is the Chubby Fish by Nooks_Hooks, which, by the way, she has her YouTube channel where she's been vlogging lately, and it's a lot of fun to watch. So you guys should go check her out. I wanted to make her Nessie, but to be honest, I didn't have the pattern, and I, you know, wanted to try to use what I had or what I could find without spending any more money right now. So I went with this one because obviously it's free. You guys, this is such a great scrap busting pattern. You could definitely make tons of fish with this. You start in the front, and you are going to make this little mouth here by working in the front loop stitch, and then you're gonna, the next row, go in the back loop, and then you color change. And I mean, you don't, it's no sew, so it's really easy. And you work in the round, and then you're gonna make the fin. It's so easy. It's so cute. I mean, this, you could probably make these so quick. I could probably, if I had time, I could probably crank these out so fast. It took me like 10 minutes to make this. So this one is probably, I'm probably gonna charge 10 for this one. And this is, again, the No Sew Chubby Fish by Nooks_Hooks. All right, thank you guys for your free patterns. Love that. All right, so we're moving on to number 5. Number 5 I have made before on this channel. This is A Whale by Poggy's Place. If you guys have been around a while, you'll know I love Poggy's Place. I've done a couple videos of her quick little makes. I had included this in my first video, where if you guys want to go check that out, I did so many patterns and shared all of her stuff in one video. I love her designs. They are so fast. Kelly is great to work with. She's so creative, and these makes take 15 to 20 minutes, and you can sell these for, or at least I sell these for $12, and they sold like crazy. There's a few that I sold for 14 that were a little more detailed, but the majority of her makes I sell between $10 and $12. And when I did my first market this past year, I sold almost everything. I could not believe I sold all of those $10 and $12 items. So if you guys are looking for some quick makes, you can, you know, go check her patterns out. They'll be linked. I love them so much. And recently she came out with her little mini ducks with all the hats, and those are going to be so much fun. I've made like 3 of them, but I want to go back and make more. So go check Poggy's Place out. This particular pattern, you start in the front and you work your way around. I used loops and threads. What is this? I hate this yarn, but I'm trying to get rid of it. It's, oh my gosh, I can't remember. It's how much I don't like it. I don't ever use it. I don't buy it, so I can't remember the name of it. And I know a lot of you guys love it. I'm sorry. I don't like it because I don't like the shed. Not a big fan of chenille yarns that shed. I end up like having to vacuum, and I look like, I mean, it gets all over you. I'm just not a fan. Let's see. Sweet Snuggles Light. Sweet Snuggles Light. This is Sweet Snuggles Light. It is really soft once you finish it, but I just hate the shed. What do you guys think about that shed? I guess you get used to it, but it's just not my favorite. And it's the same, it's almost the same size as Elise Voluto, and Elise Voluto does not shed. So there's that. But you start at the front, you work your way down in the round, you crochet these fins in as you go. You get to the bottom, you single crochet across the top, and then you're going to surface crochet these 2 fins on at the bottom. It's that simple. It's so cute. She has so many patterns. You guys go check Poggy's Place out. This is number 5, the Whale from Poggy's Place. This particular pack was the Frosty Friends pack. She has a large pack for $9.99, or she has a smaller pack for $2.99, where you just get a whale and I think a Norwhale too. So that one's $2.99, and she does run sales quite often. I don't think her stuff's on sale right now, but it's definitely worth it. I think you get a discount if you buy multiple patterns, possibly. So, all right, so this is number 5, the Frosty Friends by Poggy's Place. Okay, so the next pattern is a new designer to me, and this was a recommendation in my comments, which later on in the video I will be announcing the winner of this week's giveaway But the winner mentioned this designer, so she will be winning this giveaway. But this is a pattern by Naughty Creations. It is adorable. This is a dolphin. She is famous for her worry creatures. She also gave me a little tag, which I will share here. Let me look at it really quick. Here we go. All right. Emily over at Naughty Creations gave me a tag that she puts on these when she sells them, and she calls it these are her worry animals. And the tag says, "I'm your little worry animal and I'm here to stay. Tell me all your worries and I'll help them go away." Like, how cute is that? She has so many patterns on her page that I've been looking at them, and I think I want to like dive more into these patterns and make them. I think they're adorable. They're so little and cute. And these little tags I think are just genius. You know how I feel about the little marketing tags you can put on plushies. And I think this tag is just genius. So I honestly don't know if she sells this tag on Etsy, but like she should. Let me look. Let's see. And maybe it comes with the pattern. I'm not sure. I don't see it. I think she should definitely sell this tag. I think it's genius to add that. I know I have another pattern to make of hers, so I will make that one here soon. But these little worry monsters, just looking at them, she has so many bundles. There's several little worry monsters. She just came out with a Shrek or Worry Swamp Friends bundle. There's Worry Creatures bundle number 2 that has a deer and a squirrel and a bunny and a seal. There's a ton of them. There's also a Halloween bundle. You guys know how I feel about Halloween. There's looks like some Pokemon characters. So I think we're going to have to take a deeper dive into these little patterns because they're adorable. So this is number 6. This is the Worry Dolphin. It's adorable. It fits just inside of your hand. Like the way it's made, you can just squeeze it, and I don't know, it's just adorable. And this one here, you make these pieces separately and you're going to crochet the head onto the body, and then you surface crochet these little flippers, I guess, and then you surface crochet this fin on. And I went ahead and embroidered the eyes on because, I don't know, I just feel like this will be cute for a baby. But I mean, you could put safety eyes on these too, because I think if you added that tag, that this would sell. So, and I mean, if she's not selling the tag, you could make the tag, but I'm going to talk to her about that. So anyway, this is a number 6, The Worry Dolphin by Naughty Creations 518 on Etsy. This pattern is $4, and I would sell this one for $12. Okay, so that's number 6. Number 7, I've had this pattern for a while, but I hadn't made these, and I don't know why, because they're cute. I have made I think the penguin, but you guys, this is the seal swing by All From Jade. I have not made this one. Honestly, I haven't made all of them. I've only made a few of them. And this turned out really adorable with Elise Voluto. I mean, such a cute little make. The swing is so fast. I ended up, after I put the swing on, the seal kind of flips up. So I took some yarn and I kind of made the bend here in the seal so that it would sit better on the swing. So I think it turned out really cute. On this one, you start at the top and then you work your way down and you do some bobbles with some color changes and some bobbles for the arms. And then you get down to the bottom and you're going to make you're going to go into the little tail. It's so quick and easy. I think this would be a great scrap buster too. This particular pattern, let's see, is $6.92, but you get an otter, a duck, a penguin, a turtle, a frog, an axolotl, a walrus, and a seal. So there's 8. So this pattern is $6.94 and you get 8 patterns, which I think is really good value. And these I would sell for $12. I love making the swings. The swings are always popular. So great pattern. All from Jade is an amazing designer. She's got a lot of great patterns out there. So this is the first one I made. So this is the seal, and I also put together the walrus, which he's even cuter. Look at him. This walrus is adorable. He's made very similar, except you surface crochet the tusks on. And again, great scrap busting pattern. I mean, I used scraps for this to get rid of my little balls of yarn, so I love this one. I've made the duck and the penguin and the axolotl. The axolotl I made in a bigger yarn, so if you make these in bigger yarn, you can just make standalone creatures too. You don't have to put them on a swing, although they're cute on swings, but if you want them bigger, absolutely could be standalone without the swing. So I think it's adorable. I love the colors too. So, all right, this one would also be sold for $12. And this is the walrus swing from the Water Animals pack by All from Jade. Okay, so that was number 8. We're moving on to number 9. Number 9 is a mini whale. This is really cute. I made this late last night, you guys. So late. I'm trying to get one more pattern in. This is by Teresa's Crochet Shop. This pattern comes in a pack of 3. And it has a hammerhead shark, a whale shark, and a mini shark. I only made the whale shark. Your girl ran out of time. But this is also done in Elise Voluto. This particular pattern is $7.55, but you get 3 sharks, and you know, you can't go wrong. They're so cute. This one is very simple to make. You start with the pink, which the pink is like, you start in the round, you work your way down, and then you shove the pink down inside. This white part is a separate piece that you do have to sew on. I guess you could probably skip that part, honestly, to make it to where it was no sew. But I went ahead and did it. I think it's cute. I mean, you could also do color changes if you really wanted to, but she doesn't. She just has you sew this piece on. And then you surface crochet the fins. It's pretty easy. As you get down to the bottom, this is all crocheted in one piece. So, and then you surface crochet these pieces on. This is really cute. I like making the whale sharks. I think they're adorable. And I know little boys love sharks, so these would be great makes for markets. This particular shark I would sell for $15 because of all of the sewing and the embroidery. I think it's worth it. And then this pattern again is for $7.55. So great make. It's fairly quick. And you guys, when I sew anything anymore, I'm using this big long needle. It's just so easy, so much easier. So make sure you have long tails, because with this long needle you need a long tail. So there you have it. Very cute. This is number 9. Okay, so number 10 is one I've made before, but I made it again. This is Drift the Octopus. I know you guys see this one a lot probably, but This was a great way to use my variegated yarn. I think it turned out really cute with these colors. This one you can make as a puppet, but I did not. I just didn't want to. So I should try it though. I know a lot of people say the puppets are fun, so I probably should, but I just love this pattern. I think it turns out so cute. It's so quick. And I'm always looking for ways to use variegated yarn, and I think this is a really good one. And this one, I don't think you can use anything but black eyes. I just don't like it with anything but black eyes. I tried. I was trying to figure out a different way to use eyes, but it just looks good with black eyes. So this particular pattern, I think I would sell for $18. And it was made with Burnett blanket. Currently, it is $5.61. Actually, it's on sale for 25% off until the 15th. So if you are watching this, you have a couple days and then the sale is off. But if you want to get this, it's currently on sale for 25% off. So love the Crochet Carpenter's patterns. This is Drift the Octopus by Crochet Carpenter. I would like to try more of his stuff. I think he's got a lot of neat designs. So anyway, this is number 10. All right, so number 11 is really cute. This is a pattern by Just a Mom Crocheting. This is number 11, Maxie the Mini Manatee Snuggler. This pattern is $3, and you know, a lot of people are talking about these mini snugglers and how they're just perfect for kids and adults. I think this pattern is great for either. So I ended up putting regular eyes because I don't think a manatee needs stuffed. I think it's perfect. This is a perfect pattern for something that isn't stuffed. I mean, you stuff the head, but that's it. And this one, you start and you make the head first. And then you make the body, and then you surface crochet the tail on, and you sew the arms in. You do have to sew the arms on. A lot of her patterns have a little bit of sewing, which is fine. These eyes are 20mm eyes. These are eyes that I hand painted with the mica powder and the chameleon flakes. I think they turned out really good. I love it. It's so cute. I think I did some mouth shaping here a little bit. It is really cute though. And you guys, I love manatees. The Cincinnati Zoo here is probably one of my favorites, not because it's in Cincinnati, but my husband and I have gone to zoos. Like when we go on vacations, that's usually one thing we like to try to find a local zoo to go to. And a lot of times when I go to local zoos where we're on vacation, I'm disappointed because our Cincinnati Zoo is so good that I like have really high expectations of other zoos, and their manatee exhibit's really neat. I just love them. They're just awesome creatures. So anyway, this is the manatee, Maxie the Mini Manatee Snuggler by Just a Mom Crocheting. I would sell this one for $18. Cute. All right, so number 12 is also another Just a Mom Crocheting pattern. It's the seahorse. It turned out so cute. I made this one in Burnett, and I would sell this one for $18. It's adorable. I just love it. Actually, this is Premier Basics chenille on top, and then I used eyes that I hand painted, which I think turned out so cute. This one, you make the head and then you sew the body on. It is so cute. You do have to sew up the tail, which I'm not sure if the tail's supposed to go this way or to the front, but I think it looks really cute. I love it. I would definitely make more of these. This one's really cute. What do you guys think of the seahorse? How cute. Those eyes. I love those eyes with these colors. You surface crochet these little fins on. And the body's not stuffed. It's a snuggler and the head's stuffed. But I think that you don't have to be little. So I ended up putting safety eyes on because I think this pattern looks really good with the safety eyes. So this is a number 12, the Mini Seahorse Snuggler by Just a Mom Crocheting. She has so many patterns, and I want to dive more into her patterns also. I have a lot to get through, so you guys will start seeing more of her patterns here on this channel as well. Okay, so this is number 12. Sadie, the Mini Seahorse. Okay, so number 13. This is one of my favorite turtle patterns. I always make Tice the Turtle by Old Soul Factory, but I thought I would share with you guys the bigger version. This is Titus, the medium sea turtle. I ended up using Premier Basic Chenille and the tie-dyes on top, and then I used the plain color on bottom. I ended up putting 30mm eyes on this one. I think it turned out really cute. These are eyes that I hand painted using mica powder. I really love how she does the fins. It's all no-sew. You don't have to make the fins ahead of time. Actually, I'm really excited because she just sent me her mini turtle to test, and I'm going to get to that today after I'm done, probably tonight, maybe tomorrow, depending on how much I get done tonight. But I love her patterns. You make the head first, and then you start with the shell, and then when you get down to the color change, you crochet the head in, and then you work the fins in as you go around, and then you decrease. It's all so easy. And then I usually take the tail from the head, and I'll go through here a couple times and pull the head up. It's that simple. It's so quick and easy. I love how this yarn came out though with these colors. I think it turned out really cute. But this is Titus, the medium sea turtle. I usually make Tice in the Big Twist plush, which makes Tice really big. So if I were to make this one in the plush, I can't even imagine. Like, I've done it once in that yarn and it was huge. So if you did that if you made this in a really big yarn, you could sell this for so much. But I think for this turtle, I would sell for $25. It's pretty big. It looks so good. This green yarn is so soft. I can't wait to see the little pattern. But if you guys like easy, quick market makes, her turtles are my favorite. They are absolutely my favorite. So when you're in a hurry and you need a bunch of turtles for your markets, her patterns are the best. Tice is the quickest, but this is not much longer to make than Tice. This is Titus. So, okay. So this is number 13, Titus, the medium sea turtle by Old Soul Factory. All right. So now I have some honorable mentions. I have to share these patterns because they're amazing and I just have to brag on them some. So I want you guys to make these patterns. I have shared Jan Schenkel with you guys several times. I need a drink. Hold on. Okay. Jan Schenkel is who got me started making amigurumi in the first place. And I started with a skinnier yarn. And I started with these books. This was the very first book I think I ever bought for amigurumi. And the bunny right here was my first. Okay. But the pattern I'm sharing with you today is Angelica the Whale. And Angelica the Whale is just incredible. I mean, imagine if this was made in plush yarn, which you could, and I've thought about it. Like, I might have to do that. I think I should make a Jan Schenkel pattern with plush yarn. I've been wanting to try it, but I want to probably make something I've never made before to do it. But I just love her stuff. Her designs are incredible. She's got And I've shared this before on Hobie's website. There are multiple free patterns of hers. If you guys want to try her stuff for free, go there and try them. But this book, I love this book. I actually have all 3 of her books. And I have made so many of her patterns, and I have a video where I share all of them. So you guys can go back and look at it. But this whale is so cute, and it comes with this little floaty that it sits on like this. So I have it up on my shelf like this. I just love it. And the little hat with a little pom-pom, it's just adorable. There's a lot of detail on the bottom. This is all surface crocheted on. This whole entire whale, you work in the, like, you start with a chain and then you work in the round and you do color changes and you sew the flippers on. I mean, look at these bobble stitches in here. It's so neat. And then you sew the tail on. This thing took me like a long time to make because there's so many stitches in here and then all the surface crocheting, but it's worth it. I love making stuff like this just to have in my office. I have so many fun things in here, you guys, and I would like to start diving more into more of these type of projects. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to try to start making one here and there. I have one that I got to get the yarn for. I have a design I want to make. So stay tuned for that. But this is just incredible. This is Angelica the Whale from Peek-a-Pal, book number 3 by Jan Schenkel. They're just so neat. I love them so much. Okay. So that was number 14. Number 15 is also an honorable mention, you guys. It fell on the floor. Anchor. Anchor had to be brought up, right? Like, Anchor's just... This pattern by Humble Child Co. is just incredible. I've made 2 now. I sold one last year, which if you guys have been watching me, I sold an anchor for $150 at a market, and I was just like, what? I couldn't believe it sold. I was shocked. I was kind of sad, but I was excited, definitely excited. And up to that point, that was the most expensive thing I had ever sold. So definitely worth it if you do markets to have like a showstopper piece. And this definitely gets people's attention. I love just the tentacles on this. And when I make this, I'll do all of the cream part first for all the legs, and then I go back and then I add the top part on all the legs. And then what you do is you connect them together, and then you make this piece here that includes the eyes. And I have to snap in the biggest eyes I can fit because I just think the eyes look incredible if you use big eyes. And it's a tight fit in there, but these are 30mm eyes on here. Oh, and then you have to crochet this piece separate. So this piece, you just use your Ami sticks and you stick it in there, and then you just sew around here. You also have to make this centerpiece separate, and you sew that around too. You stuff it and then you sew it in there, but that's it. This pattern is not that complicated. It is just amazing. And I actually had it hanging up here, which I'll share. My plants, you guys, it's been so cold that my plants that have been by the windows have been suffering. So I moved my plant away from this window and I put this up there, and I think it looks so neat hanging. So I think that's going to be its new home. Even when I put the plant back up there, I'm still going to put this next to it because it's hanging from the air. It just looks so cool. So this is mine to keep unless I make something better, different colors. I will probably make one more this year before the market because I want to have one to take to the market, but I also want to keep one in my office because you guys, I like keeping some stuff. Like I have a hard time getting rid of some of these designs. I know as I continue to make more, I'm going to have to get rid of some, but I can always make more, right? Okay, so if you haven't made this, you should. This pattern is kind of pricey. This pattern is $13.82. But if you can sell one, you've made your money back, right? And then you can always make another one and profit from it. I think these will sell. Let me know if you've made them and what you've sold them for. I'm curious because I was surprised to get 150 out of it. I know some people sell them for 100, but I'm just curious, okay? This pattern though, you guys have to try it. Don't make the small one, make the big one because you have to. The small one I've also made, and I don't like how I feel like the head is disproportionate to the tentacles for the smaller one, if that makes any sense. But this one's perfect. The size is amazing. So go make your own, okay? This is Anchor the Octopus by Humble Child Co. And this is number 15. 15. We're getting there, you guys. Okay. Number 16 is my last honorable mention. But I made this one a while ago, and she is just perfect. Perfect. She's perfection, okay? Oh my gosh. I don't know how long you guys have been with me, but it's been a while since I made her. But look at her. This is Mermaid Tula by Stitch Sister Co. I would like to start making some more dolls, and she has a doll with legs that's like Tula. So I need to get my hands on that one. But this doll is so cute. She wants you to double your worsted weight yarn to make her. But honestly, I think I might try making her an Elise Voluto. I don't know. I think she's adorable. I just love her so much. I ended up doubling like a sparkly yarn with a variegated yarn for her fin. And then I did my embroidered eyes for her. Look at her. And this hair. Can we talk for a moment about this hair? This hair is a lot of work. It's not for the faint of heart. But let me just tell you, I went through and scrap busted this yarn. I went through my little totes up there with all my worsted weight yarns and put all of this together, and I love it so much. I think this hair is just incredible. And I know there's times I don't know if she still does, but I know she would sell packs for hair so you wouldn't have to do this yourself. But if you have scraps, this is incredible. I love it so much. I cannot get rid of this doll. What do you think about her? Is she just not just amazing? I mean, when I see her, I just get so happy. So she just sits. She's always up there on my shelf. I love her so much. She's beautiful. I do want to make more dolls. I'm in a doll making mood, you guys. So, Stitch Sister Co., I want to make your other doll, maybe a couple of your patterns. So I hope, maybe we get a chance to collaborate together. Your designs are just amazing. Amazing. So this is number 16, Mermaid Tula by Stitch Sister Co. Beautiful, beautiful pattern. Okay. You guys, I forgot to tell you. This pattern is $8. If I were to sell this one, I would sell her for at least $120. She's a lot of work. She's gorgeous, although she's not being sold. But if I were to sell her, that's how much I would charge for her. All right, so back to stuff I've never made, okay? Number 17. I can't believe how little this one came out. I don't normally work with Premier Parfait Chunky, but for number 17, I made Nessie by Todd and James, and I made it in Premier Parfait Chunky. Look how cute! This pattern is so much fun to make. I've had this one for a long time. Nessie is so cute. Now, if I were to make this in Bernette, it would probably be like this big. But because I did Premier Parfait Chunky, it is just the cutest little thing. I used 18mm eyes. Look at that face. I think my dog wants in. Hold on. Come on. Do you want in? Okay, so look at this cute little face. I actually kind of enjoyed using this yarn, even though it sheds, but I got to use a smaller hook, which I don't get to do that often anymore, so that was nice. I think I used a 4mm hook for this one, and what can I say? It was a joy to make. You start by making all of the fins first, and then these bottom fins you connect, and then you work your way up and connect you crochet as you go, these bottom fins, and then you work your way up, and then you also do the same to these, so they're crocheted into the round, and then you have to make the head separately and sew the head on. But this just turned out so cute. And like I said, I've had this pattern for a while. This pattern is very inexpensive. It's currently only $1.30. I don't know how long it's going to be $1.30, but all of her patterns are very cheap right now. So you could literally buy all of Todd and James patterns, formerly Madeline Mayco, for dollars. So go check it out. It's adorable. I really think if you were to make this in Bernette, it'd probably be like this tall. So it'd be quite large, which would be good. But I felt like making a little tiny Nessie. Isn't it so cute? Oh my goodness. I love this color too. And these green eyes, I just think it's adorable. Okay, so that is number 17, Nessie by Todd and James. I will probably sell this one for $24 because it's so small, but if I made this in a bigger yarn, I would probably definitely ask for more. So, very cute. Love this one. All right, so that's number 17. Number 18. Okay, we're getting into the cute stuff, you guys. Okay, so number 18 is Sally the Seal by Hugurumi Toys. You guys, look at this cute little chunky seal. This pattern I made with Premier Parfait Plush, except for the bow. I used Elise Fluto, but the seal and its muzzle or snout, I used Premier Parfait Plush, and I used 25mm eyes. This thing is so cute. I'm obsessed. I made it yesterday. You start by making the fins, and then you are going to start up here at the top of the head, and you work your way down, and then you crochet the fins in as you go. You do have to sew the muzzle on, and I really kind of struggled with these eyelashes, you guys. I probably had to put these eyelashes on like 15 times before I got them the way I liked them. I don't know how she got hers the way she did, but I think because of these sinker eyes, it wasn't happening. So maybe I should make the eyelashes before I sink the eyes in. I'm not really sure, but I ended up taking worsted weight yarn and splitting it. and making it skinnier to get these eyelashes. This one I think looks better than this one, but I could not get it close enough to the eye to make me happy. Like, see how close that one is? I could not get it up there. So it is what it is, but it's still cute. She is so cute. Sally the Seal. There's also a boy version that comes with this pattern. This pattern is $6.20 and it's on sale for 35% off until February 14th for $4.03. So it's adorable. You guys have to get this. I just love it. It's so cute. The boy version, she shows it in gray, which I think is really cute, but I really wanted to make the white seal. Adorable. Okay, so this is number 18, Sally the Seal by Hugurumi Toys. The next one is just so cute. I made this and I just fell in love with it. I just can't believe how cute it turned out. I never even thought it would be this cute, to be honest. Okay, so this is also by Hugurumi Toys. This is the king crab. I made this in Elise Voluto. This pattern is normally $7.44 and is on sale for 65% off until March 6th for $2.60. You guys, she shows this in a pink and a red version. You could also make a blue crab, but this is so cute. I love how this looks. This particular pattern, you have to make the eyes separately and the crown separately and this white piece separately, and you are sewing all of that on. It's not hard. I used pins and I sewed all of that stuff on. You sew the eyes and the crown when you get to about here, and then you finish, and then you sew the stomach on. I ended up sewing this little stomach piece on before I finished stuffing and closing it. That way it was just easier to sew. So if you pin it on, then you can go in and out through the whole thing. It's just so much simpler when you can do that. But you do have to sew these claws on as well. But it's so cute. It's so worth all of the sewing because it's adorable. I just love this pattern. I mean, I can't even tell you how cute this thing is, like in person. It's just adorable. What do you guys think of this? I love it so much. This is number 19, the King Crab by Hugurumi Toys. I would sell this one for $28. And I think I would sell this one for $34, you guys. Okay. We have one more left. Oh my goodness. One more. I've been on a dog kick, you guys. I love this one. This is the Baby Mermaid by Green Frog Crochet. Isn't she so cute? Oh my gosh. Love her. I'm getting better with the wigs. Sewing them down. Look how cute it is. So this particular pattern, you're going to make the arms and you're going to make these little fins on the bottom. And then you start here and you crochet up, and then you color change to the body. So you're going to crochet the arms in, and then you're going to surface crochet this little ruffle on. So then from the bottom of the top of the body, you just go straight into the head. You also make a tube. I think I talked about that in my last video. She has you make a tube that you put inside of the head so that the head doesn't wobble, which I did that on this one. I have a doll that I didn't do that on and the head's really wobbly. So make sure you don't skip that step. But I like to embroider the eyes on these dolls. I just think it looks so pretty. And I added some blush, some eyebrows, and you have to make the wigs separately and sew the wig on. So I sewed around like this part first, like on the top, And then she has you pin the wig down, okay? So you basically just have to go in and out through each strand down by the pin. So all of this is open. You just stitch down here, which made it a lot quicker. I didn't do that on the last one. And then I went around here. I do like it to flip up a little bit, so it has a little bit of texture right here. I think that turns out really cute. And then you make a little star and you sew that on. So this pattern is so much fun to make. I love these dolls. This is the third one I've done. And this pattern also comes with Tinkerbell, which is cute. And this pattern is $7.99. I made this with Elise Voluto. If I were to sell this doll, I would probably charge $75 to $100. Easy. They're just so nice. They're so cute. I think next I'm going to make her worsted weight doll. I actually asked her what was her favorite design, and she told me it was her Sophia doll. So I'm going to try to get the yarn together and start making the Sophia doll so that I can share that here on this channel. I have not yet made a worsted weight doll from her, but I want to because I need it in my office. I want to have it, and I just want to give it a go. I want to see how it works out and share it with you guys. I would like to start making more, excuse me, more worsted weight projects here and there. So we're going to give it a go. That's going to be my next. I also want to make her K-pop dolls because I know they're popular and they're in the worsted weight yarn. Not the worsted weight yarn. She does have them in the worsted weight yarn, but I want to make them in the plush. So I will make some more plush dolls coming up. But if you guys know of any more makers that are making dolls in the plush, let me know. I would love to hear that in the comments. So anyway, this is the grand finale. She's amazing. I love her so much. Actually, this was the first make I made for this video, okay? And I was like, what do? I want to do a roundup. So I just came up with sea creatures. And then I was like, I want to try to make one of every creature that I could think of, that I could get my hands on. These roundups by any means does not mean these are like the best or whatever. These are just the patterns I could get my hands on at the time when I'm making these videos. I would like to get my hands on more patterns, obviously, but you know, we'll see where it goes from here. But I do need to figure out my next roundup. So what do you guys think? What should I do? I really do love the dolls so much, but they do take some time. So if I do a roundup of dolls, I don't know how many I'm going to be able to do. So, but we're going to give it a go. But this is number 20 for this roundup. This is Baby Mermaid by Green Frog Crochet. You guys go try these dolls, please, if you haven't. They're so much fun. Okay, so my next roundup, you guys, I was looking. One of the reasons why I did the sea creatures was because I was like, wow, I have a lot of blue yarn. So maybe if I do some sea creatures, I can work through the blue yarn. I also have a lot of pink yarn. So maybe I should do like a strawberry themed video of all the different patterns I can make with strawberries or pink. I don't know. I've been thinking about toying around with that idea. So we'll see if that is soon because I do have a lot of pink. So that's an idea. I did talk about doing a couple tutorials in the next couple of weeks. You guys might see that as my Friday video because of my husband's surgery and also the crochet retreat. And guess what else is coming up, you guys? My husband and I have our 20th wedding anniversary coming up on February 22nd. 20 years. Do I look old enough to be married 20 years? I can't believe it's been 20 years. Time flies, you guys. My kids are all growing up. My baby is 18 and senior year of high school, and Next year, I'm going to have 2 kids in college, actually 3 kids in college. One of our daughters is moving in with us, you guys, because she's just struggled and we want to help her out. So we told her she could move back in, and then that way she wouldn't have rent and she can go back to school. That was the stipulation. If you move back in, you're enrolled in college. So, because she's like almost 30. So she's going to start back to college and move in with us. I'm excited to have her back. It's going to be crazy, though, having one more person. But we're going to have 3 kids in college here in this house. So that's going to be wild. So anyway, we've got our 20th wedding anniversary coming up. And we were planning a trip before my husband got hurt. But now he has surgery coming up, and with his knee the way it is, and with him not working, we're not doing no trip right now. So we might go somewhere this summer to celebrate our 20th anniversary. So I don't know what to do, though. Where should we go? I would love somewhere tropical or a cruise or something. Do you guys have any ideas? Do you know a good travel agent? I need a good vacation. Like, I need a good vacation this summer. I'm in desperate need of a good vacation. So that's what's coming up. I guess that's pretty much it. Oh, we have a giveaway winner. How could I forget? I'm really enjoying these giveaways. They're fun. You guys are giving me such great feedback and ideas and comments, and I really appreciate all of the comments you guys have left. It's so hard to pick a winner. But as I mentioned earlier in the video, the winner is somebody who mentioned a pattern. The thing I asked last week was to drop the name of a pattern and a designer you would like me to share. Or if you're a designer, drop a favorite too. So this week I ended up making something that somebody suggested, and that was Overstreet PRN CSS. So I guess that's Overstreet Princess. She writes, you should definitely do Naughty Hooker's Worry Buddy patterns. She's made so many and they are so adorable. So that gave me the idea to look her up, and her patterns are incredible. So I had to make one. I actually got to talk with Emily this week from Naughty Hookers. She's really sweet. She just had a baby. You know, she's a mom. So she's, you know, hard at work too. And I can definitely relate to that. So I really enjoy collaborating with other small businesses. So I might try to actually make some more patterns. We might have to do more of a collaboration together. So, but I did make her dolphin, and I really love that pattern. So thank you so much to @Overstreet Princess for the suggestion. You are this week's giveaway winner. Just do me a favor. I am going to message you on your comment and tell you you're the winner, and I'm going to ask that you email me your pattern choice, obviously, but when you email me, then I can just respond and email you your free pattern. So that's the best way to give you your freebie. So thank you so much for everybody who commented. I appreciate you guys. So I want to keep doing this. It's just fun. Every week I want to have a giveaway winner because I love all the comments that are coming in. I love your guys' feedback and suggestion for just ideas on my channel always. So I'm open to your comments. I will pick a comment that will receive a free pattern. So I would love you to comment what you thought about this week's video, or what patterns you guys are loving, or whatever. Give me some ideas for new patterns to make. What are your patterns? I love it when you guys drop patterns in the comments. It's amazing. You guys, I have been writing down so many ideas just this week. I was given the idea of Caydo Loops is a designer that I need to check out. Amor Foodals is another one. AMOURFOODALS. OU Dolls. I need to check that one out. I did look briefly. She's got some cute designs. The Eclectic Scribbles, somebody mentioned. Somebody also mentioned the Yarn Forest. All of these are such great ideas. I love those ideas because there's so many designers on Etsy that don't always pop up when you search. So if you guys give me some ideas, then I can look those up. Let me know, okay? If you're somebody who would like to collaborate with me, I would love to chat with you. You can find my email down in the description below or comment in this video. I would love to chat with you. Don't forget, you guys, to go check out my Market Red Panda. The link will be in the description. The release day is today. It will be on sale through Sunday. And I am in the process of getting this pattern done, and the tester call will be going out soon. So you guys, if you would like to be a tester, make sure to follow me on Instagram. And as always, if you guys would like another option, another chance to test for me, join my channel memberships. It's a great way to support me on this channel, and I really appreciate all the support from you guys. So make sure to comment for your chance to win a free pattern next week. And I guess that's it for this week's video. So I hope I'm not forgetting anything. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. I wanted to share something with you guys. The puppy got a hold of my favorite hook. She chewed the end. I mean, I can still use it, but when I grip it, it's got like teeth marks in it. So she's also gotten a hold of two of our recliners, you guys. The electric cords are broken. One of our cords was in 3 pieces, and the other one was in 2. My husband's he did fix one of them, but we have been trying to change the puppy proofing situation. Like, we bought another gate. We've wrapped the recliner cords in something that isn't going to hurt her to chew. Like, this didn't happen while I was watching her. Just know that, okay? It wasn't me. When I watch her, she's safe, but we're working through some stuff with the puppy. She is so cute. I do love her. Do you guys want to see her real quick? Let's grab her. She's probably nice and sleepy. I just woke her up, so she's very sleepy. She's a good girl. She's just a puppy, and she's full of energy. She's growing. See if we can get a closer shot here of this face. Look at that face. Her and Aggie are not quite getting along always, but she just woke up. She was in her kennel. I put her in her kennel while I was filming. He's a baby. We're such a baby. Oh. She's wiggly. She doesn't like to be held a whole lot. I mean, she'll let you hold her, but she doesn't want to sit still. You're just a baby. I'm sure at the end of this video I'll add some footage for you guys to see the baby. But thank you so much for watching this week's video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to this channel to support me. I really appreciate it. But I guess that's it for this week's video. I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye!
Get it, Aggie. Get the toy. Get the toy. Get it. Get the toy. Get the toy. Look at his face. Look at their face. Oh, so cute. Just a baby. Just a baby.
Something on here is on the bottom of the list because it's number 25. Does not make it a bad pattern. It did not